Hi, this is Jordan. This month's XDA Developer TV is brought to you by the Samsung Smart App Challenge 2012. Enter for your chance to win your piece of over $4 million in cash prizes by clicking the banner at the top of xdadevelopers.com or by visiting developer.samsung.com. It's Monday, August the 6th, 2012, and let's go ahead and talk about what happened this weekend over at xdadevelopers.com. In a bit of interesting news and long-awaited news, HTC and Sprint got together this weekend and released a long-awaited update to the Evo 3D to bring Ice Cream Sandwich to it, leaving the grand majority of Evo 3D users saying, okay. Essentially, it's a bit of day late and dollar short plus buggy software equals okay, time to get a new phone. Somewhere between that and, yeah, the community has already put together something better for me, so bye. And by buggy software, yes, I do mean buggy software. They released this over-the-air update this weekend or sometime late last week, and essentially it's got a big old bug in it in terms of Bluetooth. But thanks to XDA forum member Mikey XDA, we do have a fix for that Bluetooth bug, so if you do want to use the official HTC and Sprint verified Ice Cream Sandwich version, you can go ahead and do that as long as you apply this patch to it to make sure that everything goes smoothly. And if you do decide to stick with Ice Cream Sandwich on that, or on whatever device that you're on, if you happen to be stuck on Ice Cream Sandwich and won't be seeing a Jelly Bean update anytime soon, we've talked before about Google Now being available for Ice Cream Sandwich by way of the XDA forums. Well, as of this weekend, Google Now is now available for Ice Cream Sandwich with working voice capabilities. XDA senior member Lenny Kano posted the updated APK that integrates with the Ice Cream Sandwich built-in voice search instead of trying to use the Jelly Bean one. And there are 3 different ways to install this. So if you're on an Ice Cream Sandwich-based rooted ROM and you're interested in having Google Now running on it, go ahead and take a look at the thread. I'll have a link to the post down in the video description. Now, speaking of ROMs and patching and all this other fun stuff, because that's what happens at XDA, a lot of times you'll have a device that gets released that has both a GSM and a CDMA version. And in most cases, you'll end up having separate groups of developers for each type of device. However, that may not be a problem for GSM-based Motorola Droid RAZRs thanks to XDA senior member dtrail1. He, with the help of several other developers, created a patch that can be applied to CDMA-based ROMs to make them compatible with the GSM version of the Droid RAZR. And there are apparently quite a few popular CDMA Droid RAZR ROMs, so if you are interested in this, you're running a GSM Droid RAZR, you may want to take a look at it. However, there do appear to be some bugs that get introduced. For example, there's one particular ROM where the camera stops working if you change it to the GSM version. Anyway, for more information and to see the original development thread, go ahead and take a look at the link that I'll have down in the video description. Moving in a completely different direction, a lot of you are web browsers on your Android-based devices, and a lot of you use browsers like the built-in browser or Chrome or whatever else. Well, a new beta version of the Dolphin browser with a brand new Dolphin engine on top of it is now available. It claims to be 5 to 10 times faster than the inbuilt Android browser and up to 100% faster than the Chrome browser at times. Not quite 100% on what that means, but whatever. Basically, stability, improvements, and faster, and Flash, and HTML5, and all sorts of buzzwords like that make this sound like a really excellent browser. So if you haven't tried Dolphin before and you are interested in trying out something other than the built-in browser or Chrome or Firefox or Opera or any one of the other bevy of browsers available for Android, this may be worth giving a look. So go ahead and head on over to the forum and take a look. And the last thing I'd like to talk about, if you are a ROM flasher, and if you're an XDA forum member, there's a very good chance that you are. You've probably had more than your fair share of Nandroid backups. However, for the traditional user who doesn't always reboot their phone every 25 seconds or something, doing an offline or reboot Nandroid backup is a bit of a pain in the butt just for everyday backup stuff. Well, it was mentioned a little while back on the forum that there was a way to do Nandroid backups without rebooting, but it was exclusive to Xperia devices. However, thanks to XDA senior member Amir and all of the numbers, he was the guy that originally developed the method for the Xperia, that now works on a lot of other Android devices. Essentially, it should work on most devices, assuming that you're rooted, of course. Additionally, it does quite a bit more than the original version of the app. It backs up lots and lots of different places, it copies it over to the Clockwork Mod backup directory so you can actually restore it directly from Clockwork Mod, so it definitely sounds like it's something interesting. It looks like it's still a script that you have to run from the command line, but I read something in one of the comments that someone has created an app around it, and the biggest complaint I've seen about it so far is backing up a writable file system at write time is kind of dangerous. You may miss something, things may get corrupted, but one way or another, for people kind of like myself who don't always reboot all of the time in order to flash things, for people who just don't flash all the time for one thing, it would be kind of nice to have an option like this, so I do look forward to taking a look at it. And if you are interested in it, of course, as I've said in every other story I think so far, take a look at the links down in the video description. But that's all for me for today. As always, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button down below and hit subscribe up above if you want to be notified when we put out new content. Thank you so much for watching though, and I will see you on Friday.